Hey, it's Vaughn, and welcome back to Fallout 4, ladies and gentlemen. In the last episode, we finally entered the Institute. Not as evil as you would imagine. Well, we did discover the FEV lab, of course, and there's some evil stuff going on in there, but mostly, it's really not what you would expect, hearing so many bad things about it. Let's take a look at our Pip-Boy, shall we? We have synth retention, talk to father. This is probably where we're going to be cutting ties with father. It's so weird calling him father when he's actually our son, but nevertheless, that is what he is known as.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creations. When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is best for our synths. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
Who erased his memories? And why?
Those idealistic radicals who call themselves the Railroad are behind it. We'll deal with them in time. But right now, the priority is to reclaim that synth before more harm is done. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
Okay, so I wanted to have a more visceral breaking up, that's not the right phrase, with father here and the Institute. But we didn't really get an option to say that we don't want to do that. Let's take a look at the quest, meet up with the courser. Okay, so we also have outside the wire, which is not that important, but from within, report to Elder Maxon. So I think we will do outside the wire first, and then we will report to Mr. Maxon. Imagine what everyone is thinking when they see that, right? Okay, because no one knows how the Institute travels except for us, really. Hello, Ingram.
Here's your holotape, Proctor. Hope the data on that thing was worth it.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you're still in one piece. I wasn't sure what the Interceptor would do to you.
I wasn't worried. After all, I built the device myself.
I have confidence in everything I built, too. But that's because I'll only deal with technology that I understand. Speaking of technology I don't understand, I'll get this holotape to Proctor Quinlan. I'm dying to find out what's on it.
Hopefully, it'll reveal a weakness in their defenses.
That would be the best-case scenario. Before we jump to conclusions, let's see what Quinlan's scribes can get off of it. I'm sure the Institute has all of their data heavily encrypted, so it's gonna take some time to crack. After that, we'll have to see what we've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe. In the meantime, your mission to recruit Dr. Li still needs to be completed. I believe Elder Maxon gave you all of the details? Good luck, Knight.
It actually was already completed, so yeah. You guys should be seeing Madison Li somewhere around here. Okay, time to talk to Elder Maxon, and also I just realized we might meet someone that we've seen before above on the Pridwin. Okay. I forget exactly where he is, though. I think I'm forgetting how to get to that main chamber with all of the crazy stuff. No, actually, I just remembered. Alright, so before we talk to Maxon, let's see if that person that I'm referencing is in the main deck.
Attention, this is a reminder. Any recovered historical, technological, or social documentation should be delivered directly to Proctor Quinlan.
What did you want? Well,
That is all.
when I'd see you again.
Welcome back, Paladin. Welcome home.
Glad to hear someone say that. Listen, I didn't have a chance to thank you properly before. I want you to have my old gun. It kept me alive all those years. Maybe it can do the same for you.
Yeah, I don't know how it kept you alive, my friend, because this gun sucks. Does more damage the lower your health is. That's kind of cool, the Survivor special. But basically, I wonder if that tells you that it's going to do this. The front there, you see how it has like 5 red dots? Yeah, it fires like 5... Yeah, it has a beam splitter, basically. It's incredibly inaccurate, and I've tried using it multiple times, but it just does not... It's not a good weapon. It's just not. But we'll take it anyways.
Thank you, Paladin.
It's not exactly a regulation issue, but I hope it serves you as well as it served me.
It won't.
I'm not sure I still have a place here. I've been away for too long. Maybe I'm not cut out for the Brotherhood anymore. But I'll give it time. I owe it to you and to my team. Thank you for giving me another chance.
Yeah, so the only way to have this interaction with Brandis and to get that weapon is if you have enough speech to pass that red speech check. And I didn't the first time I did that quest. I actually had like 8 or 7, I think I said that before. So it is possible, it's just extremely hard, and it took like at least 25 reloads of a save to pass it.
I received word that Dr. Li is returning to us. How cooperative do you think she'll be?
I've convinced her that the Institute is the enemy, not the Brotherhood.
Well done, Knight. As soon as Dr. Li arrives, we'll interrogate her aboard the Prydwen. She's been under the Institute's influence for the last decade, and we can't afford to take any chances. Now, on to other matters. Thanks to the success of your reconnaissance efforts, it's time to advance our operations to the next phase. I want you to report to Proctor Ingram at the airport. She has a special project that requires your immediate attention. Once again, Knight, you don't fail to impress. Dismissed.
Okay, level up, please. Thank you. Lockpicking, no. Hacking, no. Sneak, no. Ninja, no. Definitely not the Lone Wanderer. Rifleman is good. Keep your distance long and your kill count high. Attacks with non-automatic rifles do 20% more damage, but we don't really have a good rifle yet, except for that short hunting rifle. That's not that great. I think instead it's going to be far more beneficial to put a point into intelligence. We'll get more experience, and hacking will become a lot easier, even though it's the boring option. Alrighty, so I believe we need to meet with Proctor Ingram again. Liberty reprimed. I don't like those Pip-Boy animations. I mean, they're cool, but they always give you spoilers. Like, look at that. Now we know that Liberty Prime is in this mission. So, that's kind of unfortunate. I think they could have found a way to do that without spoiling it. But, nevertheless. Okay, and by the way, just to give a little background to why I'm siding with the Brotherhood, I mentioned in the last episode that I don't really like making characters that have a lot of intelligence. I mean, I like giving them a decent amount because I don't want stupid characters, but what I'm saying is I don't make characters oriented to science like energy weapons and everything else like that. So I don't think Emery would be a good fit for the Institute, number one. And also, I think my ideals align most with the Brotherhood, even though I do think that synthetics shouldn't be, like, completely wiped out. I also don't think that they register as humans. These are just my personal feelings. Like, I don't, you know, at the end of the day, they are still machines, and yeah, I have no problems, like, letting them live normal lives and everything like that, but I don't consider them humans at all. So I think, and the Brotherhood in this game is pretty noble. I like this Brotherhood a lot better than Fallout 3's Brotherhood. Anyways, here's Ingram.
So, I bet you're eager to get your hands dirty on our new project. How much has Maxon told you about
He didn't tell me anything.
it? Makes sense. We've been trying to keep it under wraps until the time was right. Come on, it's this way. Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry on the tarmac.
I don't know what a
Maxon
gantry
and
is.
Have been looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Prydwen might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new project comes in.
Yeah, and I already know what it's going to be thanks to the Pip-Boy animation, like I mentioned. And that's not even the worst one. There's a Pip-Boy animation if you side with the other factions that
is what's left of Liberty Prime.
completely give away what you're going to do.
Used it in the capital wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Unfortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing him back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded. In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational, we're going to need your help.
No problem. I'm sure this only looks worse than it actually is.
I wish I had your confidence, because this is not going to be easy. Now, the good news is that we've got most of Prime's parts fully assembled. The bad news is that it's going to take more than a few rivets and some spot welding to get them working again. And the first problem is his CPU. It's fragile, and every time we try to feed power to it, it blows itself out.
There's gotta be a way to solve that.
I do all the maintenance on the Prydwen, so you'd think it'd be a snap. As much as I hate to admit it, Prime's power systems are out of my league. Luckily, you were able to convince Dr. Madison Li to return to the Brotherhood. She was on the original build team for Liberty Prime a little over a decade ago. I've already spoken to her, but she's reluctant to work on Prime for some reason. If you could get her down here to lend a hand with his power system, we can get the big guy moving.
Alrighty, well luckily we have maxed out charisma. That shouldn't be too much of an issue. If you guys have no idea who Liberty Prime is, in Fallout 3, he was used in the main story to crush the Enclave and also in the Broken Steel DLC. And that is his head right there. Okay, so we need to go talk to Madison Li. By the way, if you didn't get the correlation, Madison Li is the same person from Fallout 3, the person that we need to track down in Rivet City to find out where our dad went.
Yeah.
Where is this telling me to go? I guess we're going back to the Prydwen. Oh, Madison Li, where are you, miss? I guess you're in the main deck. Actually, it's
Tomorrow's
sort of
tactical
fortunate
briefing has been postponed.
that
A new
we've
time and date will be forthcoming.
come here because
Dr.
we have some
Quinlan.
technical
Never expected
documents.
Dr. Li would return to the Brotherhood. But you're not here to discuss history, are you? Are the documents you wanted to turn in? Or were you here to help with a research patrol?
I found some technical documents for you.
These look rather promising. You certainly have a knack for this sort of work. Here are the caps that I promised.
25
The
caps.
Commonwealth is an almost unlimited source.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
build-
Yeah, shut up. I'm never doing this again. I mean, we only had one, but still, 25 caps. I guess it's a pretty good bonus if you're just finding them as you're exploring and stuff. But
Excuse me, Dr. Li?
If you're here to talk me into working on Liberty Prime, you can forget it.
You promised you'd help us.
You're right, I did. But you neglected to mention that I'd be asked to work on Liberty Prime. I've been down this road with the Brotherhood before. Why would I make the same mistake twice?
Because we care what happens to the Commonwealth.
You know, if anyone else wearing a Brotherhood of Steel uniform said something like that, I'd laugh in their face. But coming from you, it sounds like you actually mean it. Tell Proctor Ingram to get her scribes ready. It's going to take a hell of a lot of work to get Liberty Prime back online, but we'll get it done.
okay, I guess we don't need speech at all. That was super easy, and also we got 2 Paladin Danse loves out of that, which is pretty good, even though we're not using Danse as a companion, but... Alrighty, and by the way, if you guys remember a couple episodes back, actually, I forget exactly how many episodes, I said I was definitely going to find out how to get a silencer, make a silencer, find a silencer mod, whatever. It looks like we're going to need to have 2 points in the gun nut perk to unlock mods for guns that enable me to make a silencer or something like that. That's what I understand, so if I'm wrong, maybe someone will correct me if there's another way. I'm sure there are unique weapons we can find that have a silencer already on them. But I think maybe we'll just put 2 points into that perk and then create a silencer when we can. Okay. Hello, Ingram.
Proctor Ingram?
Wow, things are off to a good start. Isn't that right, Doctor?
I hope so. Prime suffered some significant damage to his memory core. I wish your people would have been a bit more careful, Proctor. The good news is that the damage isn't irreversible, and I should be able to get the power flowing into his CPU core without overloading. If your people stay out of my way, that is.
Charming, isn't she?
Sorry about that, Ingram.
Don't worry about it. We might be butting heads on a few issues, but I've dealt with worse. Besides, Dr. Li's worth all the aggravation. We're working with one of Prime's original designers. I don't see it getting any better than that. In fact, since things are going so well, we're gonna have you start building his electromagnetic actuators.
What do the actuators do?
Pretty simple, really. The actuators are what allows Liberty Prime's arms and legs to move. Prime's new limbs are way too heavy for the simple hydraulic pistons he had in the past. We're gonna have to rip those out, construct a brand new system using electromagnets, and install them in his limbs. What we need you to do is build the actuators for us.
Now that you know what the actuators are, you need to know how to make them. These are the plans and the materials list. Don't lose them.
Now, before you get that look on your face, you'll be happy to know that we have plenty of the raw materials on that list right here at the airport. The only thing we need you to head out and find is a high-powered magnet. According to Proctor Quinlan, the best place to find one is in any of the ruined hospitals around the Commonwealth. We've already sent out a few teams to find the rest of the high-powered magnets you'll need. They should be back by the time you return.
Once you start building the actuators, we need one for each limb, so you'll need to make a total of 4. Good luck.
Okay, locate a high-powered magnet. Like, the squad you guys sent out couldn't get just like one more? I mean, what? Okay, alright. Let's see. Locate a high-powered magnet, and it's leading us to Milton General Hospital. Alright, we're getting pretty close here, and if you look to the right, I believe that is the murder maze. In fact, I am almost 100% sure because it was right outside of a hospital. It must have been this one. Yep, indeed. You guys want to run through the murder maze again? If you don't know what I'm talking about, we did a Fallout 4's Hidden Treasures on this place, and it turned out to be quite unique, so I would watch that if you're interested at all. Anyways, we have bigger fish to fry, of course. We need to head into Milton General Hospital. Alrighty. Looks like it's pretty darn close, actually. Although it is below us. I'm going to assume this place is infested with hostiles. What do we have over here? Nurse Handy. Okay, but it's not a red blip. Let's see if we can talk to Nurse Handy. Nope, it is hostile. Although it's not attacking me. Huh. I don't know if we needed to kill this nurse here. But she's dead regardless. Okay, looks like this place is actually infested with robots. Mr. Handy's in particular. Hopefully this elevator will take me right to the magnet. We can see its quest objective in the distance there. Things aren't usually that easy in Fallout games, though. We do have an advanced door here, though.
Yes.
Which is going to be a dead end. I figured as much. Oh, a safe.
Nice.
Okay, tons of 10mm ammo, which is great. Could really use all the 10mm that we can get our hands on. Okay, looks like our only option is to go this way, and we have a Protectron in the distance there, who detected me. I'm not sure if anything in this place is actually going to attack me. Let's see. You can't go over there. Okay. How about this way? Anything in this room? Yes, there is! Oh, I thought that was a Nuka-Cola cherry. My bad. Looks like there's nothing in this room. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Never mind. There is one. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to end this episode here. In the next episode, we will grab that magnet, head back, and attempt to build Liberty Prime. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.